Sports Center. Brian Kenny here with Jay Harris. The news coming back from the first NFL weekend, and it's not good. 3 pivotal players throughout the league could all be done for the season.
We begin with breaking news, so let's send it out to Albany for Fantasy Insight.
Thanks, Jay. I'm Dan Sestonino. Alongside me, as always, Dan McNeil. Welcome to Total MacCes. We have a lot of action going on here, week 1. Very excited for this league, Mac. Post-Albany edition.
Sess, I could not agree more. There were a lot of intriguing results from week 1, and a lot of surprises, both good and bad. A lot of surprising results, and from a lot of key matchups. I know from the last few seasons, there's a lot of pretty solid coaches out there, solid management positions.
Hey.
So I'm excited to see who ends up on top.
All right, let's start. Let's jump right into the show. Mac, tell me something that's on your mind about the league. Let's get this flowing.
Sess, I'm glad you asked me that question. Honestly, doing a lot of thinking about this. The draft. Who had a good draft? Who had a bad draft? There's a lot of new factors that contribute to the draft now. Like new rule changes that our commissioner, Joe.
There's a couple new ones, actually. Yeah, you're going to get a half point for receptions. That plays big. You're also going to get 1 less point for quarterback touchdowns. I know that was a problem last year with a couple players.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about who had the good draft.
Well, Sess, I'm glad you mentioned that. Brian Bosworth, Jason Peters, a.k.a. Buddha.
Brolic Master.
Brolic Master himself went from last place to first place.
Most points week 1. Buddha, hell of a job in the draft.
Making like the 09 Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
From 1-15 and 08 to the playoffs, AFC East champs the next year.
Hey, somebody else, Commish, Jose. Hell of a draft. I think he projected for about 130 points week 1.
Yep.
That's absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent.
Very well
All right, Mac. How about on the other side of that, anybody with the bad draft?
Well, I'm doing a lot of thinking about this too, Sess. A lot of thinking. And you know what? Myself, poor draft. I'm not going to lie.
He's too hard on himself.
Week 1, I only put up 80.68 points to, guess who? Andy Blake. Terrible. Inexcusable. Inexcusable.
Ready? Anybody else with a bad draft, Mac?
Sorry. John Hunt. 62.54 points. Inexcusable week 1.
Hey.
You got to put up more points than that if you're looking to repeat as postseason champion.
Mac, funny you should say that. We're going to jump into our next segment. This is our call to the coach. John, welcome to the show. This is your first time on, and you're our first guest. So, what's going on? Can you hear us?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Good, good. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Nice to be here.
Let me first congratulate Mr. Hunt. This was the reigning champion from last year. John, hell of a job.
Thank you. I'm taking it down this year too, boys.
Oh boy, start with the talk already. John, let's get into a couple questions we have for you. You had the number 7 pick this year. You had the 3rd pick last year, I believe. How does that team compare to last year's?
I liked my last year's team a lot better than this year. Having the 5th pick kind of sucks. Trying to take Michael Turner, I get stuck in a bad spot there.
Okay, all right. So you like your team a lot better last year. Okay.
Hey, John. It's Mac here.
Hey, Matt.
I don't want to be a Monday morning quarterback or anything, but can you explain your rationale in starting Thomas Jones over Javad Best?
There's no idea what Kevin Best is capable of.
Hunt, you named the team Kenny Phillips. Can I ask why and not somebody else?
Because Kenny Phillips will be the greatest defensive player to ever play in
Oh my goodness!
stadium.
Some big words there, John.
John, while we're on the subject of team names, another player in the league named his team Hunt Kills Giants. You have any feedback on that?
Yeah, that's Jimbo over there.
Yeah,
The
how?
reason for that is I bought a LeVar Arrington jersey.
Oh!
3 weeks later, he tore his ACL and never saw the field again.
Oh boy. Well, now you're named Kenny Phillips, who we already know only played about 2 games last year. Is that any concern?
I'm probably bad luck, so I hope it's no concern, though.
John, just a little clarification. Are you saying that John Hunt's team name is equivalent to the Madden curse?
Or John Hunt's favorite player is equivalent to the Madden curse.
Yeah, all right. Just want to clarify. All right, John. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks a lot, John.
Alright, see you guys.
John Hunt, there you have it. Inaugural coach on Call the Coach, and he did give us some insight.
Yeah, Sess, I thought it was really interesting. Saying that he went with Ricky Williams over Javad Best,
Hey.
Javad Best, promising rookie out of Cal. He had those concussion problems back in college. But, he's playing for the Lions now, And with Matt Stafford, only second-year quarterback, now that he's hurt, you can expect him to get a lot of carries. So I look to see for John to put Javad Best back in the lineup.
You never know. And hey, John, thanks again for being on the show. Okay, moving right along, Mac, let's go into one of our favorite segments. Come on, man.
All right, Sess, I think we're going to have to start it off with Jimbo. I mean, you got the draft and you don't even show up. You send your brother to the draft?
Come on, man. I'll go right into draft day. Day one, you show up an hour before, and Jose Ancaral, commissioner of the league, gives himself #1 pick.
Right.
Something doesn't add up there. Come on, man.
Sticking with this theme. Justin Appel, #1 waiver priority. Got the perfect opportunity to pick up Brandon Jackson. You pass on it?
Come on, man. John Hunt, we mentioned before, fantasy champion last year. This year, 65 points in week 1? You're better than that, John. Come on, man.
Partner, I'm going to have to do it to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Sess, sitting down Hakeem Nicks right before a 3-touchdown performance? Come on, man.
Jason Peters, I understand you had a bad year last year, but you didn't pay the reigning champion? You're better than that. Come on, man.
And now, our final segment, the Week 2 picks. In the matchup of Joe's versus Lauren, I look for Drew Brees to pick apart a soft 49ers secondary. I'm giving this matchup to Lauren. Jose, I'll see you in the losers column. In the matchup of Seth versus Hunt, I'm going to look for Hunt to continue his struggles after only putting up 62.5 points last week. I'm giving this matchup to Seth.
I'll take it from here, Mac. Appel versus Buddha. Buddha's got too many stars on that team. Appel cannot handle it. Buddha takes it in the Week 2 matchup. Mac versus August, a matchup of the best two-looking kids in the league. It may be September, but I like August in this one. And Jimbo versus Blee. Jimbo's got some good matchups this week with his quarterback and wide receivers. And plus, it's always more fun to root against Andy Blee. I'm going with Sir Jimbo. Good luck, everybody. Week 2 is underway.